Hello and welcome. I'm Julie with St. Mary's Press. Thank you so much for your interest in our new Connect program for middle schoolers, bringing faith to life. This just little brief video will help you dive into all of the resources that are available for your review. So the first thing you're going to do when you're ready to review is to go to our main website, which is smp.org. Up here, you'll have two headings, one shop that will walk you through all of the products we have available through St. Mary's Press. We're going to go to the one that is headed up with teacher resources. If this is your first time accessing our teacher resources, you might have to fill out a little form to get permission to access. It's a quick and easy process, won't hold you back at all. Then over here to the left under product resources, we're going to scroll down till we find Connect. The first one with no distinction is the parish version. And we're going to dive into the second one, Connect, Bringing Faith to Life, which is for schools. Once we're here, I'm going to click onto the student book where we would find our review tips. So Review and Connect for School, click here. That's where we're going to get started. Easy to know where to start. Click on Start here. And on this screen, you're going to find so many great resources. There's a scope and sequence document, teacher guide samplers for year 1, year 2, year 3, which would be your grades 6, 7, and 8. A sample from the church history student book, a sample from the full student book, one from the activity book, and then for any of you that used or are familiar with our old Catholic Connections program, this document will let you see how they compare. At the bottom of the screen, you're also going to get access to a sample e-learning lesson that I've outlined in a separate video, so I invite you to take a look at that. And then down here, the excerpts are repeated, and then there are teacher tip sheets, and we're going to walk through a few of those. As teachers, you've had probably more formation in some of these things like developmental characteristics, effective group management, how to help your adolescents pay attention. You might have a little more grounding in those topics, but these tip sheets, I think you're going to find really, really helpful. So let's start out with the scope and sequence, which I already have downloaded here. The Connect program looks at, in the student book, 4 pillars of the Catholic faith: creed, sacraments and liturgy, morality and social justice, and prayer. So all of the lessons through all 3 years revisit those 4 themes, diving in and really scaffolding to greater understanding by revisiting those same themes throughout. Year 1 has each of the chapters listed with the learning goals, scripture references, keywords, the core understandings. Year 2, same outline. Year 2 has 18 regular chapters and then some extra chapters to finish out the year on scripture. Year 3 has 11 regular chapters, and the rest of the year is filled out with the church history student book and extra chapters. And of course, all of those are outlined for you with every single step in leading the lessons given to you in the teacher guides. So you'll see here in the scope and sequence the breadth of the content in the program, as that'll give you an idea of what is taught, how it's taught, and of course, engaged learning is used throughout. So that's the scope and sequence document. And we're going to take a quick look at some of those extra sheets that I would have printed out for all of the teachers in your school, just as a quick way to review. For instance, developmental characteristics, what makes the middle schoolers unique in their physical development, intellectual, emotional, social, moral, and of course, our spiritual development. great little reminder at where the middle schoolers are developmentally. This is a great tip sheet on the difference between passive learning characteristics and active learning characteristics. No matter our age, whether we're preschoolers on through all levels of adult learning, no learner reacts as well to passive learning as they do to active learning. And this tip sheet lets you see what makes up active learning. And then at the bottom gives you an example of one of the lessons from or activities from Connect that's an example of active learning. And I have a video that dives into this one as well. Group management, classroom management is always a focus of any teacher. And this tip sheet lets you see how to build good classroom management. Preparation, building positive relationships all make such a big impact. There are also tips for preventing disruptive behavior. We know our middle schoolers can act out, maybe not have the best control of their voices or their bodies as we would like. And so this tip sheet lets you prevent those sorts of disruptive behavior. And then the last one to look at on how to help young adolescents pay attention. They thrive in good order, limit the visual distractions, be flexible, how to arrange your meeting space to get the best attention from them, instructional tips, really great tip sheet on helping young adolescents pay attention. So we're going to go back to the opening review. And then I just invite you to come here and take a look at the sample from the teacher guides. There are 2 guides for each grade, as well as the that includes the church history student chapter. You'll see samples to the student book, the activity book. You'll see again access to one of the e-learning lessons that I think are just a gold mine for forming our young adolescents in good digital citizenship. They're engaged, active learning. I would love to see every teacher use these in addition to the regular program. So that lets you, gives you a guide to how to review the program to see how rich and deep and engaged it is for our young people. If you have any questions, of course, you can reach out to us at any time at our main phone number, our website. And we're here to walk with you, to answer your questions, and to help you in any way we can with your review of this brand new Connect program. Thanks so much for all you do to bring about growing the faith of our young people and being good mentors for them. You're in our prayers, and we wish you all the best. Thank you.